Top 10 countries practically begging Americans to retire there, and why they're making it so easy. Yes, you heard that right. Begging. While the US makes retirement feel like an expensive hobby you never signed up for, these countries are practically waving retirement visas in the air like, come on in, we've got sunshine, low rent, and affordable healthcare. No, it's not a fantasy. It's foreign policy, and it's working. In this video, we're diving into the places that aren't just open to retirees. They're actively rolling out red carpets, cutting red tape, and offering benefits that make Social Security stretch like spandex at a buffet. We're talking low-income requirements, simple residency processes, and living costs that won't make your pension whimper. And here's the kicker. Most of these spots still fly under the radar. You won't find them on those glossy best places to retire magazine covers with palm trees and $800,000 condos. These are the hidden gems, the easy wins, the places where retiring doesn't require six-figure savings or a personal immigration lawyer. So, if you have ever thought there has to be an easier way to retire without losing my mind or my money, you're absolutely right. And today, we're proving it. Welcome to Restful Wealth, where smart retirement meets real opportunity. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and stick around to see which countries make the list. Trust me, you'll want to watch this one to the end. Let's kick off this list with a country that's so welcoming to retirees. You'd almost think they were handing out rocking chairs and sunset views at immigration. Number 10, Nicaragua. A place where the cost of retiring isn't just low, it's almost suspiciously low. Here's the headline. Nicaragua's pensionado visa only requires $600 a month in income. That's not a typo, 600. That's less than the monthly rent of a cramped studio in Cleveland. If you and your partner are rolling in a combined $1,000 to $1,200 from Social Security, you're golden. And it gets better. Under this program, your foreign income isn't taxed, and you can import household goods duty-free, including one vehicle. Try getting that kind of welcome from the IRS. Life here moves at a slower pace, but not the boring kind of slow. More like sipping coffee in a shaded courtyard, strolling through colonial streets that look like postcards, or watching surfers chase waves while you debate whether lunch should cost $3 or $4. Healthcare is surprisingly affordable. Many retirees pay under $100 per month for private coverage. And the doctors? Often trained internationally, including the US and Cuba. Now, is it perfect? Of course not. The roads can be bumpy, both literally and bureaucratically, and you'll want to brush up on your Spanish unless you plan on communicating solely through care aids. But here's the trade-off. You get uncrowded beaches, mountain towns where the air smells like pine and coffee, and the kind of calm that no condo HOA board meeting will ever give you. Still not convinced? Nicaragua is one of the few places where your retirement doesn't have to feel like financial survival mode. It can feel like freedom, plain and simple. And with that price tag, it's practically begging you to give it a try. Number 9, Malaysia. Let's be honest, this one might surprise you. It's not usually the first country that pops into retirees' heads, unless those retirees happen to be savvy, budget-conscious, and tired of playing roulette with overpriced US healthcare. Malaysia isn't just affordable, it's intentionally attractive for long-term residents, thanks to its Malaysia My Second Home MM2H visa program. This little gem of a visa offers 10 to 20 years of residency, exempts your foreign income from local taxes, and doesn't make you jump through flaming hoops while balancing a notarized birth certificate in your teeth. It's designed for people who want a stable, secure, and scenic place to settle, without selling a kidney to afford it. Let's talk money. Most retirees report living comfortably on $1,500 to $2,000 per month, with enough left over for spa days, weekend beach trips, and mango smoothies that cost less than a Starbucks drip coffee. Rent? Try $500 to $800 for a high-rise condo with a pool and a security guard who greets you by name. And healthcare? Malaysia is a global leader in medical tourism, meaning you're getting US-trained doctors, JCI-accredited hospitals, and speedy service for about 70% less than what you'd pay in the States. You might actually look forward to your checkups here. Need more icing on the cake? English is widely spoken, the public transit works, the internet doesn't disappear every time it rains, and the food? Let's just say if you love Thai, Indian, and Chinese flavors, you'll never cook again. Malaysia doesn't scream for attention, but it whispers luxury on a budget, and retirees who land here tend to stay. Because when a country gives you warmth, Wi-Fi, and world-class healthcare, all wrapped in tropical beauty, you don't walk away. You unpack and stay a while. Number 8. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is quietly, but confidently, positioning itself as one of the Caribbean's most retiree-friendly nations. And the best part? You don't need to be sipping champagne on a yacht to afford it. Let's start with the visa. The Pensionado program requires around $1,500 to $2,000 per month in pension income, which is comfortably within range for many U.S. retirees. In return, you get full exemption on foreign pension income, meaning Uncle Sam won't be shaking you down while you sip rum punch by the beach. There are also import tax breaks and fast-tracked residency processing, because nothing ruins island vibes like 18 months of paperwork. And the lifestyle? Think Caribbean dream without the bank account scream. The Dominican Republic offers a blend of beaches, mountains, and rich Afro-Latino culture, all at prices that won't give your retirement fund a heat stroke. A beachside apartment can run you as little as $600 to $900 per month. And healthcare? You'll find solid private clinics where a doctor's visit might cost less than dinner at Applebee's. Unlike pricier neighbors like the Bahamas or Barbados, the Dominican Republic keeps things refreshingly down to earth. There's a growing network of expats in towns like Las Terrenas, Cabaret, and Santiago, where people are trading HOA meetings for hammock time and loud leaf blowers for the sound of crashing waves. It's one of the few Caribbean countries actively courting retirees, not just tolerating them. With less bureaucratic red tape than you'd expect, and a lifestyle that combines sunshine with affordability, the Dominican Republic doesn't just want you to visit. It wants you to stay a while. And let's be real. When the hardest part of your week is choosing between beach or mountain weekend, you know you've made the right move. Number 7. Philippines. Where retiring feels less like downsizing and more like upgrading to beachfront. If you're looking for a tropical, English-speaking country where your social security check stretches like yoga pants on Thanksgiving, this archipelago of more than 7,000 islands might just be calling your name. Let's talk visas. The Special Resident Retiree Visa, SRRV, is one of the most flexible and welcoming retirement visas out there. Depending on your age and financial situation, you can qualify with around $1,400 per month in pension income, or a $10,000 bank deposit. No complicated legal gymnastics, no endless embassy visits, just you, some paperwork, and a warm welcome at Manila International. What sets the Philippines apart? For starters, English is widely spoken, so you won't need to dust off your old high school Spanish or rely on awkward hand gestures to order a cup of coffee. And thanks to a long history of U.S. military ties, there's already a strong American retiree community, especially in cities like Dumaguete, Cebu, and Subic Bay. And then there's the cost of living, or should we say, the lack of it. In many areas, you can rent a modern apartment for under $500 per month, hire household help for less than the cost of a U.S. gym membership, and still have money left over for fresh seafood and sunset boat rides. Private healthcare is both affordable and competent, with many doctors trained in the U.S. or Europe. So what's the catch? Honestly, not much. Just make peace with a little tropical humidity, traffic in bigger cities, and the occasional gecko on your ceiling fan. They're harmless, we promise. But if you're dreaming of retirement that feels more like an extended island vacation, with real community and real affordability, the Philippines might just be your paradise with a pension. Number 6. Colombia. Now, I know what you're thinking. Colombia? Isn't that the country with the reputation? Well, yes. But if your image of Colombia is still stuck in a 1980s newsreel, it's time for a major mental upgrade. Because today's Colombia, especially cities like Medellin, is becoming one of the most attractive and, yes, safe places for Americans to retire. Let's start with the logistics. Colombia's retirement visa is surprisingly accessible, requiring an income of about $2,300 per month, roughly what many retirees receive from Social Security. plus a small pension. The best part? Foreign pension income is not taxed. That's right, you keep every penny of your hard-earned retirement check while living in a place where dinner for two can cost less than airport parking back home. And then there's Medellin, the poster child of Colombia's reinvention. This city went from headline horror to digital nomad darling in record time. With its year-round spring-like weather, seriously, highs in the 70s all year, walkable neighborhoods, and modern healthcare facilities, it's no wonder retirees are packing their bags and skipping Florida altogether. Healthcare in Colombia? Fantastic. Many hospitals are internationally accredited, and doctor visits can cost as little as $30, with no months-long wait lists. Public transportation is reliable, and there's a growing network of English-speaking expats, especially in places like Laureles and El Poblado. Sure, you'll need to brush up on some Spanish and embrace a few cultural quirks, like time being more of a suggestion than a rule, but the trade-off is living in a country where vibrancy, affordability, and beauty are part of the daily deal. Colombia isn't just welcoming retirees, it's practically offering them a fresh start with better weather and cheaper avocados. We've made it halfway through our countdown, and if you're still watching, thank you. That means you're not just dreaming about retirement, you're planning it with purpose. If anything's resonated with you so far, the cost savings, the healthcare, or just the idea of living somewhere that doesn't drain your wallet, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps more future retirees like you discover smarter, simpler paths to a better life. And while you're here, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Each week on Restful Wealth, we bring you new ideas, tips, and destinations that make retirement feel less like a sacrifice and more like an upgrade. Now stick around, because the next 5 countries, they're the ones really rolling out the red carpet. Number 5. Greece. Yes, that Greece. The one with the whitewashed buildings, crystal clear waters, and more ancient ruins than your last family reunion. But beyond the beauty and mythology, Greece has quietly become a retirement haven for Americans looking to trade in stress for sunsets and overpriced prescriptions for olive oil. Let's start with the tax deal, because it's shockingly generous. If you settle in a rural or island area, you'll pay a flat 7% tax on your foreign income for 15 years. Not 37%, not a labyrinth of loopholes. Just 7%. That's the kind of math even a sun-drenched retiree can get behind. As for the visa, Greece offers a financially independent person visa, which requires around 2,000 euros per month in income. A very doable threshold for many U.S. retirees living on Social Security or passive income. No need to buy property or launch a business. Just show steady income and a love for grilled octopus. But here's where it gets better. Housing is still shockingly affordable in small towns and lesser-known islands. You can rent a charming village home for 400 to 600 euros per month, or even buy a fixer-upper with mountain views for less than the price of a new pickup truck. And the lifestyle? It's basically doctor-approved. The Mediterranean diet, rich in fresh veggies, olive oil, and red wine, is linked to longevity. The pace is slow, the people are warm, and in many villages you'll be greeted with smiles, not stares. Sure, learning Greek may be a challenge. It's not exactly Duolingo's easiest course, but between the warm locals, low living costs, and some of the most beautiful views in Europe, Greece makes retirement feel like a postcard come to life, only with better healthcare and fewer HOA meetings. Number 4. Spain. Spain might just be the Goldilocks of retirement destinations. Not too expensive, not too isolated, and just the right mix of lifestyle, comfort, and value. Spain is doing more than just welcoming retirees. It's practically handing out front door keys with a side of tapas. Let's start with the basics. Spain offers the non-lucrative visa, which allows you to live there full-time if you have about 2,400 euros per month in income and private health insurance. That may sound like a steep ask, but for many retirees, combining Social Security and a small pension or savings, it's totally within reach. And the payoff is worth it. Why? Because Spain is one of those rare places where public healthcare ranks in the global top 10, yet a doctor's visit might only cost you 30 euros out of pocket, if anything at all. And unlike the US, they won't charge you $9,000 to ride in the back of an ambulance. Just saying. Where to land? Cities like Valencia, Alicante, and Granada offer that magical trifecta: rich culture, Mediterranean climate, and budget-friendly living. Picture yourself enjoying Moorish architecture by morning, a café con leche in the afternoon, and a €10 seafood dinner overlooking the sea. Spain also has excellent infrastructure, reliable public transport, fast internet, and walkable cities, plus the bonus of seamless travel across Europe. Want to hop over to Italy for the weekend? France for wine tasting? You're just a train or short flight away. The only downside? You might start saying mañana a bit too often. Because yes, things do move at a slower pace here. But isn't that kind of the point? In Spain, retirement doesn't mean sitting still. It means living fully, affordably, and maybe even dancing a little flamenco if your knees allow. Number 3, Portugal. Portugal is like that friend who quietly has it all together while everyone else is struggling through life with overpriced rent and weak coffee. Portugal has become the ultimate sweet spot for retirees looking for affordability, safety, and a whole lot of charm, without needing a trust fund or a personal visa lawyer. Let's start with the magic entry ticket, the D7 visa. All you need is proof of passive income, around €1,000 per month, which means many Americans on Social Security already qualify. That's right. You could be strolling through cobblestone alleys or sunbathing along the Algarve without needing 6 figures or a complicated legal process. And once you're in, life gets even better. Healthcare in Portugal is excellent, consistently ranking in the top 20 globally, and shockingly affordable. Many retirees pay under $100 per month for private coverage, and the public system is strong too. Pair that with Portugal's reputation for safety, one of the lowest crime rates in Europe, and you've got a country that practically tucks you in at night. Where do expats go? You've got options: Lisbon for the energy, Porto for old-world charm, and the Algarve for endless sun and golf courses. No matter your vibe, there's likely an American or two already living it up there, so you won't be flying solo when you arrive. And if you really want to maximize your savings, look outside the big cities. Portugal still offers tax breaks in lesser populated areas, giving you even more breathing room in your budget, and possibly more space to garden, hike, or finally write that memoir. In short, Portugal isn't just welcoming retirees, it's practically flirting with them, offering low-cost living, warm communities, and that peaceful, postcard-worthy life we all secretly want. Number 2, Italy. The land of La Dolce Vita, and surprisingly, one of the most retiree-friendly countries in Europe if you know where to look. Hint, it's not Milan or Venice. While most people think of Italy as a once-in-a-lifetime vacation, a growing number of Americans are turning it into a full-time lifestyle. And Italy isn't just letting them in, it's practically rolling out a red-checkered welcome mat. Start with the elective residency visa, designed specifically for retirees and financially independent folks. You'll need to show around €2,600 per month in income. Not outrageous for those with Social Security and a small pension or savings. No job required, just proof that you can support yourself while you explore Renaissance art and argue over the best regional wine. But here's where things get even more interesting. Southern Italy wants you. Badly. Many towns, especially in regions like Calabria, Sicily, and Abruzzo, offer shockingly low home prices. We're talking entire stone houses for less than a used Toyota. And in select zones, Italy offers a flat 7% tax on foreign income for new residents, which feels like the IRS equivalent of being handed a gelato and told relax. Healthcare? Excellent and affordable. Italy's public health system ranks among the best in the world and is available to residents at a fraction of US prices. You might actually start looking forward to checkups, if only for the polite staff and scenic hospital views. Culturally, Italy is chef's kiss: historic towns, slow food, long lunches, and that magical ability to make doing nothing feel like an art form. If you're craving a slower pace, stunning surroundings, and a lifestyle that blends wellness, beauty, and affordability, Italy isn't just on the table. It's serving you a 5-course retirement. And honestly, where else can you retire near Roman ruins, drink €2 wine that tastes like €40, and call it a normal Tuesday? Exactly. Number 1, Panama. If retirement were a competition, Panama would be the reigning champion, holding the gold medal, sipping a piña colada, and casually reminding the world, yeah, I've been doing this retiree-friendly thing longer than most. Let's start with the showstopper, Panama's Pensionado Visa. It's arguably the most retiree-friendly visa on the planet. All you need is $1,000 per month in guaranteed income, say hello Social Security, and you are in. No property purchases, no complex applications, no law degrees required. Plus, Panama uses the US dollar, which means no currency exchange headaches and no awkward moments calculating your café con leche bill. But the real magic? The discounts. Retirees in Panama get 25% off plane tickets, 20% off prescriptions, 25% off utility bills, 50% off entertainment. Yes, half off movie tickets. And discounted healthcare that's already significantly cheaper than in the US. It's like senior discounts on steroids, but without the fine print or judgmental cashier looks. Panama's healthcare system is modern and reliable, with excellent private hospitals and US-trained doctors, especially in places like Panama City and David. Combine that with political stability, solid infrastructure, and easy flights back to the States, and you've got a recipe for peace of mind. And let's not forget lifestyle. Whether you're drawn to the lush mountain town of Boquete, the beachside calm of Coronado, or the urban buzz of Panama City, there's a flavor of retirement here for everyone. Expats are everywhere. The weather's warm year-round, and the overall vibe? Chill but efficient, like a hammock with Wi-Fi. Panama doesn't just welcome retirees, it rewards them. So if you're looking for a country that stretches your dollars, pampers your lifestyle, and makes you feel genuinely wanted, Panama isn't just number one on this list. It's been number one in the hearts of smart retirees for decades, and right now, that crown still fits perfectly. As you've just seen, some countries aren't just welcoming American retirees, they are practically rolling out the red carpet. From generous visa programs to tax perks, low-cost healthcare, and communities that truly make you feel at home, these destinations are proving that retirement doesn't have to mean cutting back. It can mean leveling up. If you're living on Social Security, managing a tight budget, or just craving a more peaceful, affordable lifestyle, options are out there. You just have to know where to look. And now, you do. Thanks so much for watching. If this video sparked any ideas or got you thinking about your next chapter, go ahead and give it a like, and let us know in the comments. Which country would you consider retiring in, and what matters most to you? And of course, subscribe to Restful Wealth and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new guide to smarter, simpler, more rewarding retirement living. Until next time, live simply, dream big, and don't forget the sunscreen.